What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, from the beginning of investing into Shiba Inu for a lot of you, I bet you had high hopes that it would get to a penny or 10 cents or a dollar. And these levels, getting to some of these higher levels of this penny, 10 cents, or a dollar, will mean that we need to see trillions of dollars worth of a market cap, right? And specifically, we would look at about 5.8 trillion just to get to a penny. 58 trillion if we're looking to get to 10 cents, and then 589 trillion in order to get to a dollar. So, with that thought, we know and we knew that we needed to burn down the supply. That was where we came from. We saw what Vitalik did. Vitalik decided to burn off a certain amount of Shiba Inu coin before it was even, crazy valuable, right? And then things started to really flourish. Things started to increase up to billions of dollars worth of a market cap. It gets more and more difficult in order to burn, right? Even though in the past, when things were at a lower point, we didn't have any ability to burn, but the mindset was still to burn down the supply. So people were creating things left and right. You were creating YouTube channels to burn down things. You were doing just burn parties. You had businesses like Bigger Entertainment, SHIB Superstore, the coffee company, different forms of gaming. And you had all of these abilities to burn down the supply. And the community looked like it was kind of thriving. Like we were going to do this. We were going to be able to build all these businesses to burn down the supply. Um, And then, really came the support for the ecosystem devs, right? Where their Twitter account grew to a hell of a lot, where they were advertising everything that they built, where they were looking to partner with different businesses and everything to do something for the SHIB community. However, it wasn't for the SHIB community. Even though it seemed like it wasn't. None of the things that they've built benefited SHIB at all. They've built Bone, they built Leash, they built Shiboshis. They had the metaverse and their sale of lands. They have John Richmond. You have Wellies. You have what Shibarium is supposed to be. The Burn Portal. Everything. Nothing really found a way to benefit SHIB. The Burn Portal was probably the best thing, and that still wasn't something that came directly from them in trying to give up maybe a portion of their revenue and what they've built with a lot of other things. So they didn't really support it, and they didn't support any of the underlying businesses either, the community led businesses that seem to be burning quite a bit and doing a lot more, not just for the clout or being able to build the business up, because that's part of it, right? Gaining the popularity allows you to burn more, which you end up getting more popularity, and then you burn more, right? It's that effect where people are talking about should you or should you not film giving money to homeless people. It's like it depends what you're doing with the proceeds of that video, right? A lot of times where you have those videos where people are giving a homeless person $1,000 or $10,000, if it gets a lot of views, that gives you the opportunity to now give more homeless people more money and more clothes and more shoes and all of that stuff, right? And then it continues to have that trickle effect where it affects more and more and more people. But you have those people that frown upon it, right? Because they think that they're taking advantage of, filming homeless people or people suffering. When in reality, I feel like they're helping a lot of people. But that's a whole nother subject. So, anyways, while we look at this, we still have this mindset 2 years from then, from that beginning stage, 2 years from when Shiba Inu really started to, um, you know, kind of hits its highs and lows and gain a lot of interest from people. You're still seeing the support for burning, but we have not burned even 1% of the supply, which is not a good thing looking 2 years out and thinking we're going to be able to create an impact. So we need to have a massive effect. And the only way we can think about doing that, a lot of people are thinking that Shibarium is going to have a massive effect. I really don't think it's going to have that much of an effect. I hope it does, but I know I'm pretty certain that it will not have as big of an effect as people think. They're using Shiba Inu as a pawn in order to push whatever they want to push, which is more support for Bone and their projects and investing with their platform. Um, So how do we go about burning down this supply? 4 minutes into this video, 5 minutes into this video, how do we go about burning down the supply? Well, if we look at Shiba Inu again, it's at 589 trillion coins of a total supply, and getting to a $1 price would be 589 trillion dollars. So again, we need to burn down that supply. Now, the only method that I think would actually work, and I've said would work for a lot of other positions, is taking all of these markets that it's on and finding ways to have all of those pairings have some sort of a Shiba Inu burn tax that we're willing to go with it, right? If we're willing to pay per thing that we invest into, right? And I said this for Lunic, that it would work. But someone in the live stream said, "Hey, why don't you push for a burn tax for the community to come together to push for a burn tax on exchanges?" And I said, I don't know. I don't think it would work because I don't think a lot of people are in support of burns in general. And then even if you won't have a ton of people push for it, even if they are for it, you still won't have those people that are fighting for it. Behind the scenes, they may be fighting for it. Underneath the covers, they may be fighting for it, but they're not doing it out loud. They're not doing it to the next person or the next person, or trying to create connections and just having that discussion with Binance or Coinbase or Kraken or KuCoin or whatever to implement some sort of tax, 1%, 2%, something. You see hundreds of millions of dollars that are flowing through Shiba Inu coin, and the only thing we really ask for is to burn down that supply. So we should be talking to a lot of these exchanges and creating connections to do that. Now, I know it won't work only on one exchange. As CZ said for Terra Luna Classic, you need to have it on all exchanges in order for it to work. And I'm sure they are in support of a burn tax across the board. We just need to fight for it. And we're not fighting for it. So here's my plea to you guys. Let me know if you guys are interested in doing something like that, because this, I think, is kind of the last ditch effort to get this done, to burn down the supply, to get us to a point to where the supply could be a lot lower. We can gain a lot of value, put a lot more money back into Shiba Inu, and be able to build some sort of use case within it, instead of what the ecosystem devs are building and all of their money that they have flowing around that. So is it a good idea to put a 1% tax or 2% tax on Shiba Inu? I'll tell you what, it will be guaranteed to burn down the entire supply. Absolutely guaranteed to burn down the entire supply if we see a burn tax on all platforms. And again, it would just be the communication to them. We would need to show them exactly how they would benefit from it, with all of the different pairings and all the different holdings in so many ways, by showing them how much money they would be able to gain by the growth of Shiba Inu, as well as seeing that they would still hold the same percentages as time goes on, because everybody's doing the same burn rate if you do get that established. And we would just agree to launch it on one date. Let me know if you think that would be interesting, and then if you think it would work, and then also let me know if you think that it can be done, because I think it's the belief that it can be done that will make a strong case for if we can see the overall supply, decrease and see this burning implemented. So, let me know what you think about it, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. I know it may be far-fetched to some people. I know people will be like, I'm not really a fan of burning. I don't really like deflationary positions. Let's just build utility. I understand where people are coming from. But the mindset from the beginning was that a lot of investors can make a ton by burning down that supply. And the more that we make, the more that we can reinvest into the project as the community, right? The community leads this. That's all we have. We don't have anybody behind the scenes. We have the community. And if the community says we want to go a certain way, then maybe we should go that way. So let me know what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.